Everyone at the bus stop thought they understood what they were seeing. A tired single father on one knee in the rain. A young woman in a wheelchair staring at the ground like the world had already passed her by. What they didn't know was that in the next few minutes, a single sentence, "Come with me," would shatter assumptions, expose buried pain, and quietly change not just two lives, but everyone who witnessed it. Most people would walk away. Some would stare. What this man did next would leave strangers crying, the city whispering, and the girl realizing that sometimes the miracle isn't standing up. It's being seen. Stay until the end, because the final choice she makes will redefine what courage really looks like. Rain fell the way it does when the city is tired. Not dramatic, just relentless. It soaked into cracked sidewalks, blurred neon reflections, and crept into the bones of everyone waiting at the bus stop on the corner of 9th and Mercer. That's where Lily sat. Alone, again. Her wheelchair was angled slightly away from the curb as if even it had learned not to expect kindness. She wore a red dress that looked like it belonged to a different version of her, one who used to laugh louder, walk faster, dream bigger. Her hands rested stiffly in her lap, fingers clenched, not from cold but from habit. People passed her every day, their eyes sliding away the moment they noticed the chair. Some offered pity. Most offered nothing. 3 years earlier, Lily had been a dancer, not famous, not rich, but free. Then came the accident. A drunk driver, a red light ignored, a body launched into silence. The doctors used careful words, but the meaning was brutal, permanent. Friends faded. Invitations stopped. Hope became something other people talked about. Across the street, Mark hadn't planned to stop. He was already late. His phone buzzed with a reminder from his son's school. Pickup in 40 minutes. Being a single dad meant time was always sharp, always cutting too close. His son Noah was 6, curious, and still believed his dad could fix anything. Mark carried that belief like a fragile glass thing, terrified of dropping it. Then he saw Lily. It wasn't the wheelchair. It was the way she stared at the ground, like she was apologizing for existing. Mark slowed, took a step back. The rain soaked his shirt. People noticed him kneel in front of her, right there on the wet pavement. A woman nearby whispered, "Oh, what is he doing?" Someone else lifted a phone. Mark didn't notice. He just looked at Lily and said, gently, "Hey, you look like someone who's been waiting longer than today." She didn't answer. He hesitated, then spoke again. "I know this is strange, but come with me." Her head snapped up, confusion, fear, anger. "Excuse me," she said, voice tight. "I'm not asking you to trust me," he said quickly. "I'm just asking you not to disappear." The bus arrived behind them with a hiss. Doors opened. No one moved. Something in the air shifted, like everyone sensed this moment wasn't meant to be rushed. Lily swallowed. Swallowed. "I don't even know you." Mark nodded. "That's okay. I don't need you to." And in that rain-soaked silence, with strangers watching and judgment hovering, Lily faced a choice she hadn't expected. Stay exactly where she was, or risk being hurt all over again. Mark stood, walked to the curb, and waved the bus away. People gasped. The driver hesitated, then shrugged and pulled off. Lily stared, stunned. "Why would you do that?" she asked. "Because," Mark said, turning back to her, "sometimes missing the bus is how you catch your life." He told her about Noah, about mornings filled with mismatched socks, and cereal spills. About how his wife died giving birth and how grief taught him that pain doesn't make you special, it makes you human. He didn't speak like a savior. He spoke like someone who had learned to live with cracks. Then he did something no one expected. He pulled out a folded paper from his wallet, a flyer for a community dance showcase. "My son's school is hosting this," he said. "They need a choreographer, someone who understands movement, even if it looks different now." Lily laughed bitterly. "I don't dance anymore." Mark knelt again. "Freaks, you don't walk the same anymore either. Doesn't mean you stop moving." The crowd was quiet now. Phones lowered. A woman wiped her eyes. Weeks passed. Lily said yes, not to walking, not to miracles, to showing up. She taught kids in wheelchairs how to feel rhythm in their hands. She taught standing children how to listen with their bodies. Noah watched her like she was magic. Mark watched her like she was brave. At the showcase, Lily rolled onto the stage under soft lights. The room held its breath. Music played. Bodies moved, some standing, some seated, all alive. Lily cried openly, not from sadness, but from something warmer and scarier, belonging. After the applause, Mark leaned over and whispered, "Ah, come with me." This time she smiled, not because he saved her, but because he reminded her she was never broken, just waiting for someone to see her whole.